begin with what I have learned today, let me start by defining you what is discipline. So discipline is defined as a practice of teaching others to obey rules or norms by using punishment to correct unwanted behaviors. Use the main so we establish this discipline inside our classroom to maintain routines, and school rules are enforced, and also to ensure learners are in safe environments. So without discipline, learning cannot be accomplished, and learners will constantly disrupt teachers us. So there are also these different kinds of discipline, which can be used by a teacher to manage the behaviors and attitudes during instructional times. So the first one is preventative discipline. So preventative discipline is a teachers with effective classroom management strategies establish expectations, guidelines, and rules for behavior during the first few days of the class. So when we meet our students, at the very first time we meet them, um, we should tell them right away what are the rules and regulations that should be followed. So the main key for this to be successful is consistency. So the second one is supportive discipline. So when a teacher offers a verbal warning or suggestion for correcting behavior while a learning while a learner is disobeying an established classroom rule, the teacher is using supportive discipline. Supportive discipline is also distinct from punishment in that it provides a learner with suggestions and options for correcting a behavior before a consequence is necessary. Um, so this discipline is more likely to be more considerate than the other one. So the third one is the corrective discipline. So corrective discipline refers to a set of consequences delivered to learners following an infraction. So, learner-centered discipline refers to when a teachers use disciplinary strategies that are developmentally appropriate for their learners and motivate learners to want behave in the classroom. Also, when the classroom fosters supportive relationships and strong sense of community, belongingness, and safety, learners are less likely to engage in disruptive behaviors. So, learner-centered discipline can be classified into various ways, and the first one is the assertive discipline, and this one is structured and systematic, and teacher has the right to decide what is best for his learners. And the main action of this method is no learner should ever prevent the teacher from teaching, and the second one is the learner should stop or discourage other learners from learning. So the teacher in this won't tolerate any uncharacteristic behaviors from his students that will stop them from teaching. um, so the teacher is also the boss in this classroom. So the central methods of assertive discipline is make the rules very clear and follow through the negative consequences for breaking the rules. So the second one is cooperative discipline. Proposes to cooperation of learners to achieve good behavior in the classroom. So the basic premise of this model is that learners misbehave to achieve one all of four goals, and the four goals are the attention, power, revenge, or avoidance of failure. So when students misbehave, um we should address them, or we should look into what is their problem. So there is also a category in cooperative discipline, and the first one is capability, the learners to be capable of completing this work satisfaction. So we should create an environment that is safe to make mistakes, build learners' confidence by focusing on improvement for all learners and making learner objectives obtainable for all learners. The second one is connection. Learners need to know that they can develop positive relationships with teachers and fellow learners. Be accepting to all learners no matter what his or her past behavior was. Show that you like the person and not the behavior. Listen to learners and show an interest in their lives outside the class, and give praise to whom is due. Build relationships with kindness and respect. And the third one is contribution. When learners contribute to well-being of the entire class, they feel like they are a member of a team and that they make a positive difference. Involve all learners in making decisions and praise helpful suggestions. So when a student make suggestion to something, we should give them praise. We should acknowledge them. So use cooperative learning groups, and number three is your use peer tutoring. So the main point of cooperative discipline is to create an environment that encourages collaboration among students. So code of conduct will help them stick with the rules. So the students will always remember in whatever they do, they should always stick on the rules. So the last one is the democratic discipline. It is characterized by a free and equal participation in government or in the decision making process of an organization or group. Everybody has a voice in establishing the rules or behavior and the consequences for their maintenance. So, democratic discipline has also its techniques enable for this to be successful. So, number one is freedom. As a teacher, um, we should tell our students that they are they are free to be who they are inside the classroom. They are free to act in their own ways as long as they follow in the rules and regulations inside the class. So number two is justice, and number three is equality. So as we all know that when we talk about equality, so everyone inside the classroom is equal. No one is rich, no one is poor, no one is good, no one is brighter, no one is dumb. And that's it. That's how we see equality inside the classroom.